In our part of the world, the obvious focus at the moment is the terrible weather conditions in Queensland, and our thoughts go out to the people over there that must be really struggling at the moment. But around the world, the tensions in the Middle East are what's in the spotlight, with more riots taking place in Egypt. The obvious place where this is showing up is in oil prices. Brent crude's trading at over $100 a barrel. The concerns continue about the potential for supply interruptions for oil from the Middle East. Share markets were a little bit mixed overnight. In the States, they were flat. There are a couple of earnings disappointments there from some quite large companies, and the market's really now drawing their attention on the non-farm payrolls report on Friday night. We do get a bit of a stare into that report with the ADP employment report, which is a private sector payrolls report. That was very strong overnight, but it's not been a great indicator over the last few months. But the expectations are that we'll still see around 140,000 jobs created in the US market on Friday night, which is good job creation, but not enough to make a dent in the US unemployment rate. We also get labour market figures out today with the Household Labour Force Survey. Earlier in the week, we got the Quarterly Employment Survey and the Labour Cost Index, and some of the components in those labour market surveys were quite weak, and they're making us think that the unemployment rate may well tick up from 6.4 to 6.8% in the fourth quarter of 2010. That data will be released at 10:45 this morning. Other news overnight relates to commodity prices. Commodity prices are very high at the moment. We saw really good dairy prices in the global dairy trade auction earlier on in the week. Cotton prices are setting record highs overnight. We've got corn, soybean, sugar prices all at extremely high levels, largely relating to supply concerns. And the weather disruptions taking place in Queensland are just one example of how supply can get severely interrupted. This seems to be a bit of a theme in commodity markets at the moment, as well as those tensions in the Middle East. So today the focus here is on our labour market report. In Europe, the European Central Bank has a meeting. Speaking of Europe, Ireland got a downgrade last night, a credit downgrade. And in the US, the big focus is on the non-farm payrolls report that comes out on Friday night.